Okay, so Laughability recently hosted a YouTuber tournament with a 10 million Robux prize. And every single big Roblox YouTuber who has ever lived was invited. And I was too. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, I ended up there. Wow. I was really excited to get a shot at competing, but a few things did end up going awry. It was a little bit of a disaster, but it was also kind of epic, so, you know. I first got offered the spot about 5 months before the competition ended up taking place, and at that time, I planned to practice beforehand. I wanted to work on some advanced obbying techniques, brush up on my sword fighting skills, even though I hate sword fighting, anything that I thought might help me in this competition. I did not practice at all. Well, that's not really true. In the 5 minutes before the challenge started, I did some obby practice. And this was it. But I was like, whatever, man. Honestly, I'll wing it, I'll still win. It'll be fine, right? I used those last couple of minutes practicing my wall hopping, and when Laughability sent out the game link, I joined up. So, I'm loading in, and like, everyone ever is here, you know? Not to be like, you know, a fanboy, but there were so many YouTubers who I watched growing up, you know? Albert, watching all the Albert stuff, Bandites, I was a big fan of Apocalypse Rising, Connor 3D, all the tutorials, Russo with the Pokemon Brick Bronze, Poke with the Murder Mystery 2, and the scandals that involved that friend group. I mean, just look at this. This is possibly the most stacked Roblox server list of all time. I know no one here except, I know John, but he's promised to kill me. None of us knew what the challenges would be beforehand, which, you know, I joked about it, but that is kind of the reason I didn't, like, practice super hard or anything. I still should have done it, but, you know, you don't know exactly what's gonna happen. After a bit of mingling among everyone, we all got teleported to Stage 1. The first challenge took the form of a large obstacle course. The first 30 people to reach its end would qualify to the next round. Meaning, yeah, 40% of the gangs getting eliminated immediately. That's tough. Squid Game can also be added to this video's tags because there was a caveat that Laughability was doing red light, green light throughout this course, controlling the pace. Although honestly, he didn't do it that many times. He only called like, I don't know, he only called a couple red lights, I think. I knew composure was going to be key here. I was thinking, I do not want to rush and go out sad. So, it's about to start. I'm hyping myself up, I'm getting ready, and this is where something went wrong. What is happening? Oh my god, wait, why am I lagging so bad? What is happening? This ain't great. You can hear that my audio started clipping there, and more importantly, my frames dropped significantly. I think this recording is actually slightly better than it was in real time. And I'm like, this cannot be happening. This is just a Roblox game. I barely have any applications open. What is going on? Why is my recording overloading? In real time, the first challenge is starting literally as this is happening. I don't have time to try to fix it. I have to attempt to make it through this round and try to patch things up after. So, I calm down and I try to focus.
Fixing my face cam. Alright. And now, stage 1 is officially going to start. And green light!
The round starts and I make for the rightmost structure. I have to be careful jumping up. There's so many people, it's hard to see the truss. And
3, 2, 1, red light.
Laugh calls the first red light. I take the chance to observe the rest of the contestants, and I do not like what I see.
Alright. Green light.
I am lagging behind, and my computer is also still lagging in that way too. I'm at the back end of the pack here, this is not great. After getting past the hill, I made it to the rock wall area, where I bonked my head a couple of times, and I started to get a bit flustered. I was kinda relieved when another red light was called. I took a breather partway up. Again, I was towards the tail end of the pack, but... Okay, a lot of people up front are dying though. 20 people might just die to the red light. Like, slow and steady is for sure the play. The next segments weren't too tough at all, but I then encountered the ultimate evil. A pick the right path segment. Laughability is a sick, twisted man. The strat for these is typically to position your camera and move it through the plank, cause if it is walkable, if it has collision, your camera will bump against it. If it's fake with no collision, your camera will go right through. There is a secret evil trick the developers can do to make that not work, but thankfully they did not do that here, or it would have been actually like, you know, Satan's greatest machination. Maybe that's a little far, but it would have been bad, okay? I was too amped up to pause to do that with each plank, so I just looked for someone using the method and attempted to follow them. That person ended up being Connor3D. Thank you, Connor3D. I literally just followed him to the end. The next part had some pillars with a hidden button someone had to press to open a gate for everyone. I found and hit said button. Thank you, I'm a goat. I know, thank you everyone. And that led into the last two segments, which were just basic obby stages. A lot of people did fall, I imagine more from the pressure than the raw difficulty, but I iced up and made it as the 12th player in. Here is the distorted audio of my celebration. Oh my god, I'm gonna make it! I made it! Oh my god, I did not think I would get this far. Yay! Oh my god, that was stressful as hell. I'm clutch. The final slot was taken by Nightfox in a really close finish, and with that, 20 people were eliminated. Everyone got sent back to the lobby, there was a break of a few minutes, and I tried to fix my stuff. My audio was still clipping like crazy. In the moment, I did not realize how bad it was. It's still tweaking. Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording and restart to see if that changes anything. That did not fix it. The break between rounds finished way too quickly. Okay, Laughability said is like a 5-minute break, you know? You think, okay, that's like 6-7 minutes, you know? It was like a 2-minute break, it was not 5 minutes. He's a liar. The man really is evil. I just had to lock back in, still with the scuffed audio and frame rate. But when I saw the second challenge, I was like, huh, I am screwed. Challenge 2 was a 3-way sword fight. The way it worked was, as soon as one person died, the other two automatically passed, no matter what. So 20 out of the remaining 30 YouTubers would make it. Those are good odds, but the truth is, I am not good at Roblox sword fighting. I've never really liked it. In the lead up to this challenge, it was one of the things I planned on practicing because I felt like it was likely to show up in some form or the other. Obviously, I hadn't, so the groupings and the order in which people fought were determined randomly, and there was no warning given beforehand, which made it so much worse because I just had to sit there, and every time new people went up, it was another round I had to wait, and that just made my anticipation for the next round even higher. I was not paying attention to the fights themselves. One trio went. I was not among them. A second group went. A third group went. A fourth group went. A fifth group went. Oh boy. No, I'm against, bro, why am I against these guys? Hell no. So, in the moment, I'm thinking, first of all, there's a lot of aura here. We really got 3 giants of the Roblox YouTube scene. Hey man, yeah, amen brother, right? But no, seriously. Remainings is the biggest threat here. He's a Roblox OG, he's a gamer, he survived the pizza place fires, he's probably gonna be pretty good at sword fighting. Creekcraft, on the other hand, is more of a wild card. From what I know, I'm pretty sure he mainly focuses on more modern, kinda trendy games. He's probably not as familiar with the old crusty sword fighting mechanics. He's a bit of a new gen, you know, bit of a new gen creator. The man's a lot older than me, I'm sorry, Creekcraft. If I was going to target someone here, it should have been Creekcraft. But, I'll admit it, I was scared, okay? I'm not confident in my sword fighting. In the moment, I didn't attack either player. I played passively and hung back and hoped that, like, They would just try to take each other out and let me win, let little old me win. Which obviously was not going to happen. Wait, no way. Bro's my goat. Oh my god. This guy's my goat. I was not going to win that sword fight. Thank you, Remainings. I hate that my audio is messed up, man. You can't hear my glazing properly. I found out afterwards that this was actually Remainings getting his get back, so to speak. He and Creek have some very, very serious beef.
The new record is officially 605 players. Remainings, your move.
Yo, what's good, Creek Craft? What's good?
You got him!
Obviously, Remainings didn't do that for me, you know. I was just kind of there third wheeling, but even so, he is forever my goat for that one, honestly. This moment made the whole challenge worth it. It was really funny. As the rest of the matches played out, I continued to work on my tech problems. I managed to accidentally fix my audio. It didn't sound like I was inside a wood chipper anymore. I changed encoder, so that might have ruined the resolution, but I think the frame rate is fixed now. The trade-off was that now the footage quality was chopped. Again, I didn't realize how bad any of this was until I looked at the recordings after, and I was like, ugh. In the moment, all I was worried about were the frame drops I was getting. After the sword fights finished up, there was another reprieve, another break, and a couple of minutes later, it was time for the third challenge. For this challenge, everyone had to find a partner, which was a bit of an issue because the only person I knew out of everyone here was John Roblox. And he had died back on challenge 1 because I think he was fat or something, I don't know.
Give up, bro. Wait.
I ended up partnered with Zooms. I'd seen his channel before, we'd never spoken, but Zooms was great. He's a very chill dude. For sure one of the better people I could have partnered with.
Yo, what's up, bro?
Yo, what's up? We got teleported to the next stage, and we got our spot. Oh, it's gonna be like a co-op obby, maybe? Something like that. I was half right, and maybe you'd say a third right. Challenge 3 ran through 2 separated mirrored chambers, which eventually opened into a larger connecting room. Each challenge was reliant on teamwork and communication. Honestly, I was feeling optimistic. I wasn't lagging as badly anymore, because I had unintentionally killed the bitrate, but still. And I felt like Zooms and I were a pretty good duo here. The first 2 rooms featured mirrored obstacles, with the catch being only one player on each side could see them. I guided Zooms across a short bridge, he helped me jump past some kill bricks, and after opening the doors, our chambers reconnected at the dreaded balls stage. Here, we had to corral 4 balls onto some guide rails. This would make a bridge, allowing us to get across and reach the final obstacle. The first 2 rooms had been a bit annoying, but this one was a whole nother beast. Those balls just rolled whichever way they wanted. They were not controllable. Oh. Ah, damn it.
The ball physics are kind of messed up.
They're very messed up. Okay, got one. Oh, god damn it.
Wait, I wonder if we can get away with if we can get away with 3.
Maybe.
Can we?
I don't think that's
Shoot,
doable.
Dude, I don't think we can.
Unless, like, no, it's not doable. Alright, we just gotta cut our losses.
No, we have to reset.
Yeah.
Man.
When we finally did get 3 of the balls lined up, we'd already spent about 2.5 minutes on the stage, and one team had already passed the challenge. Still, there was just one obstacle after this, and all we had to do was slide in that last ball to get there. Zooms took charge. I waited up top to help guide him, but as he was leading it towards the ramp, disaster struck. Did you just lose your power, dog? Okay, it's fine. I'll clutch up solo. But I cannot move the ball. Well, this is tough. Wait, no, I lost my power. My internet went out. Yeah, my internet went out. Wow, that's so funny and epic. I need to sue my provider. Why is life like this, man? I feel bad for Zooms. He just got totally screwed. We were low-key cooking too. We were about to make the bridge. My internet came back online a few minutes later, which was honestly more insulting than if it stayed out for like 5 more hours. I frantically joined the Discord call, but... Wait, am I back? Am I back?
Yo, what's up?
How's it going out there? Is it looking bleak?
Well, we lost. We made it. We literally made it to the last
Oh my
section.
god.
We finished the balls.
He had gotten the last ball in place without me, but the final part was literally impossible without a second player.
No, dude! No!
I'm so sorry. My internet is
It's alright,
actually...
bro. I'm not worried about it.
That's so tough.
It's alright. It was fun.
The worst element of this is that the final segment was actually really easy. It was just a basic path crossing with a few jumps at the end. I am extremely confident Zooms and I would have passed it, especially considering we would have had about 2 minutes to do so. I'll be real, like, after we lost, I had initially thought, oh, you know, the disconnect, it's funny, but it doesn't really matter that much, right? Because we were already pretty far behind, we weren't gonna make it. But afterwards, I learned that somehow, despite our many blunders, we were still comfortably on pace to qualify. Which is extra funny because something else I realized afterwards was that my microphone had actually been muted 90% of the time for Zooms. He could not hear me. If you're perceptive, you might have picked up on this during those clips I showed of us talking. You might have noticed how Zooms never really specifically responded to anything I said. I honestly, at the time, I just thought, okay, he's locked in heavy. Yeah, so there is that too. And somehow, despite all odds, we would have made it if not for that disconnect. Massive appreciation to Zooms for handling everything with grace. He was very chill about it, very calm. You know me, I would have been like, I'm gonna kill you, but, well, can I say that? Again, I'm not mad. It would have been cool to get further to make this video longer, but there was no universe where I was gonna win the whole thing. That's not even just me being fake humble. I checked out some of the later stages after, and like, some of these obbies would have done me in. And with how many technical problems I was having, especially with my recordings, it might have been for the best that I didn't get super far. It would be pretty embarrassing to make a really deep run and then have my POV of it just be scuffed beyond belief and like half of the footage is unusable. It's less embarrassing now because it doesn't really matter. Subscribe, like, and comment if you think I deserve to get all the Robux anyway because I'm just that special. Thanks. Anyways, it was not a total loss though. It was really fun, and in the end, I walked off with plenty of submissible evidence for my upcoming legal case versus my internet provider. I've left a link in the description if you want to sign up to appear as a witness before the courts. Thank you.